Vivo and Qualcomm, just what are you doing? Okay, look, yesterday I got a lot of questions and there was a lot of hype surrounding the release of the first actual fingerprint reader that is embedded into the display of a smartphone. Something we all want to see. We hopefully are gonna get that on the iPhone edition, but we still don't know for sure. There have been lots of leaks and rumors regarding it on the iPhone that they're trying to figure it out and they're going through a lot of problems with it, whether it be short supplies or not enough manufacturing time. Some reports were saying that when they build Touch ID underneath the display, it doesn't look clean, as in the opacity of the fingerprint reader is not quite zero. I'm personally fine with that option. If you had an iPhone edition display with just a little grayed out part at the bottom and that was the home button with the fingerprint reader in it, Apple, just go for it. But luckily now, Vivo and Qualcomm have confirmed that that technology is possible. On Vivo's, the fingerprint reader is a little bit slower, but on Qualcomm's, it takes up the entire display. So the bottom line is, yes, this technology is possible. I wish they would try to put a screen protector on it so that all of you people who keep asking me that would finally have an answer. But look, what Vivo and Qualcomm did, I know it's quite obvious, but I may be repeating what others have said, but they're doing all of this as a giant publicity stunt. The leaks and rumors we got months ago from Apple is that they've figured out a way to embed the fingerprint reader underneath the display, and they've done it in a lab, and they've done it in their R&D department, and clearly that's what they want. Remember back in my iPhone edition videos when I would say there's plan A, which is to have it underneath the display, there's plan B, to have it on the elongated power button, there's plan C, to have it on the back, which would suck, but still better than plan D, which is to remove Touch ID entirely and rely on the 3D face unlocking technology as the replacement, as in there would no longer be a fingerprint reader. So what I'm trying to get at is I'm pretty confident that for several months now, Apple has had the technology to embed the fingerprint reader. However, the problem is not can we do it, the problem has always been how can we make 10 million of these things to sell in September. Every single iPhone release sells more crazy than the last, and when Apple's designing its iPhones, it has to think about how many it can produce, and when you introduce a new crazy feature like embedded Touch ID, which as Vivo and Qualcomm are stating is possible, but actually not ready for a shipment release until next year, Apple needs to find an efficient way of making it so that they can send out tens of millions of them within the course of a few months. And of course, we still need to accept that possibility that perhaps Touch ID underneath the display won't be coming on this generation of the iPhone. That is still possible. And I think what Vivo and Qualcomm are doing is getting hype unnecessarily higher because they're telling everyone, yes, you can do it. Look, we did it first. Here's what you can do with this amazing technology. However, it's different than just making one of them. It's a much bigger challenge to try to make tens of millions. And Apple, for the sake of making sure that they can sell tens of millions and making sure that everyone who wants the iPhone edition will get one, decided not to go with that feature, because if they took the time and decided that every iPhone was going to take a very long time to manufacture, to try to build that fingerprint reader the same way in all of these iPhones, on launch day there would only have been, I don't know, 100,000, and they would have sold out in literally a couple seconds, and it meant that most of the world over the course of the iPhone edition's year is not going to be able to get one because they are so hard to make, they're so slow, it's essentially only made for the rich. Only the people who will be up the second the pre-orders go live will be able to buy one, and after that it will continue to be low in stock and a long time to ship, just like AirPods, where it may take 6 to 8 weeks for every single user who wants the iPhone edition to get to them. I don't think Apple wants that. I think they realize that the iPhone is their most popular product. That is by far their best selling item, and if they make something that's so cool but so low in stock to where no one can get it, demand for it actually will go down because people will look at it as an untouchable, super premium and very rare product that they just can't have. So I don't want everyone out there to think, oh, Vivo, Qualcomm, they figured out how to put Touch ID in the display. That doesn't mean it'll be on the next iPhone, and it doesn't mean it'll be on the Galaxy Note 8. These things are already in mass production, which means it's very possible Apple has already decided that they're going to incorporate Touch ID in the next generation and have that be a big appealing factor. But for now, they weren't able to pull it off. They're putting it in the home button. It's going to be on the back in some way or shape or form, or given these current leaks, it is still entirely possible that they just removed it altogether. They're going to rely on face unlock now. I personally would hate that, and I hope that they figured out a way to embed the fingerprint reader so that they can go with plan A. I'm on your side. I want that. I'd hate to have it on the back, but I'm just saying Vivo and Qualcomm are opening the doors to their R&D department wide open and saying, look at what's possible. But that's more of what's possible in a year or two. It's not what's possible in the next 4 to 5 months. But again, if it is, I'll be entirely grateful, and I really hope I'm wrong here. I just feel like the hype for the iPhone edition is so high that it can't hurt if we all lower our expectations a little bit. That way, if it is as good as we were all hoping, we'll be pleasantly surprised. Let me know all your thoughts in the comments below. This is your Apple Sheep here, and I will see you in the next one. You're still here? You must be thinking there's some kind of Easter egg, there's some kind of special announcement at the end of this video. What do you think I am, Marvel? I've got post-credit scenes now? You guys have such high expectations. But to be honest, yeah, I do have an announcement. We have a P.O. box now. For those of you who are interested in sending me stuff, just send it to Orville, California, area code 95966, P.O. Box 5430. Keep in mind the size of this box, so don't send me anything too huge, but here's an idea for you. It's about 1 foot by 2 feet long. But yeah, if you got stuff you want me to review or just old stuff you don't want anymore, whether it be tech related or not, we're gonna be unboxing it on the Tailosive Talks channel. Really excited to get that series going. So if you want to, send me stuff. There you go. All right, now it's officially over. Bye.